Hi, my name is Josh, and I hate the essence of life. Oh, come on, I joke. You know I love you. So this week, I guess a lot of stuff has gone down. But at the same time, not very much at all. On my DVD Bargain Man account, you saw that I bought a bunch of new movies. That's cool. But I guess really a lot hasn't happened. 2 nights ago, I went to my friend Keith's house, and we hung out all night. Me, my friend Keith, my friend Aaron, Elise, Chase. I'm dropping a bunch of names you guys don't even know. Yeah, we all hung out at Keith's house in his room with a tower fan, sweating our asses off because it was so damn hot here. It was about 102 at 10 o'clock at night. It's pretty hot. But anyway, at his house we sat around and we played Metal Gear Solid 4. Scott and Daniel, I can now see the draw to that game. I quite enjoyed it. I think I may go buy the Metal Gear trilogy and play through it until I pick myself up PlayStation 3, which probably won't be for a long time. So we also sat around and played Grand Theft Auto 4, which I do like playing Grand Theft Auto games, but for the longest time I wasn't allowed to. My dad had this thing where he would let me watch any R-rated movies, any NC-17 movies, all this, but he had something against M-rated games, and I never really understood it, but oh well. So now that I'm actually I'm late into my the year 17 now. Actually, it's year 18, really. But yeah. So I'm well into being 17 years old, so I could have gone out and bought it. I just never did. So I never really got into them. But I always knew that I wanted to because I liked playing them. So that's what I did today. Is I ran down to GameStop because I realized I had the money, and I picked up the Grand Theft Auto trilogy. Now, as soon as I plow through this, since I don't have a next-gen console, I probably won't get Grand Theft Auto 4. But after I plow through Grand Theft Auto 3, Grand Theft Auto Vice City, and Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, I will more than likely pick up Metal Gear, I'm thinking next. Metal Gear and the Metal Gear trilogy box set, and then after that I might, if I'm not off to college by this time, if I actually really plow through these really fast, I'll probably pick up Devil May Cry, but probably won't have time. Probably. I realized that I didn't give you an answer to my own question, and it was something I actually did want to answer, and I actually cut it out in post last week, so I guess I'll drop it again. So if I could sit down with anybody, real, not real, you get it, I would probably sit down with Buddha, Steven Spielberg, and the Ghostbusters. I think that works, yeah. Josh, you asked what frustrates us, and I don't know what I can really say to that, because a lot of things frustrate me, but at the same time I try not to let a lot of things get to me. One thing that frustrates me is when people work at a job and don't actually like or understand anything about the area or job they're working in. Like when people work at the movie theater and you walk up, and this happened to me when I went and saw Grindhouse. I said, "Can I get 1 ticket for Grindhouse, please?" And they looked at the computer and went, "What's that?" And I was, I'm like, "Oh man, you work in a movie theater. You should be like all over this crap." But I guess that's not really how it works, because I don't know. Because I applied to a movie theater several times and I would know what I'm talking about big time. But I guess they're looking for nose pickers and vomit cleaners. Another thing that frustrates me is that I cannot keep my windows open in my house without my cat tearing out the screens. And then I have to keep being woken up every 10-20 minutes to make sure he's not clawing out my window just to keep my room cool at night. Another thing that frustrates me is when I read the back of computer games and read that my computer meets all the system requirements, and then it doesn't work. Like this game. I was really excited to play it, and I met all the system requirements. My laptop just kind of went, nah. Scott, you answered what frustrates you is road work, and I know that happens all the time here, and I hate having to follow detour signs, and I hate having to go around, especially up where my mother lives in Hemet. It's one of those streets, it's one of those cities where every street is just kind of, there's no like windy roads, it's all just kind of blocked off, like, it's like squares, like a tic-tac-toe board, checkerboard type idea. Hope you guys get that. I don't know the actual word for that. But yes, and all the time they just do road work down an entire stretch, and everything you want, and you always have to take that road to get where you're going. So then they send you detour signs that just kind of wind in and out of the entire city, and it gets really annoying. So I guess that frustrates me too. Scott, you asked if we won the lottery, what would be the first thing we would spend it on? Now, honestly, if I won the lottery, I would immediately I'd probably chop it in half. I'd take it in in annual payments. I'd take the first payment, chop it in half, keep that as like spending and all that, and then put the rest in savings. And then, you know, every year keep adding the payment to my savings, and then live off the interest, because, or, you know, whenever I don't spend on the interest stays in the savings, because I think that'd be the best way to accumulate more money, because I can comfortably live off of, because let's say, I mean, I don't know, if I won like a lot, if I won some sort of big amount of money, and let's say the payout was like $200,000 a year, I think I could live off $100,000 in 1 year, and then whatever the interest rate is, you know. I don't know. But if I had to splurge, I guess the first thing I would spend it on is I'd pay off my college tuition, and I'd pay for my own room and board and all that, and I'd get that all settled so I wouldn't have to owe my grandparents or the Canadian government any money. I'd probably finally finance one of my scripts so I could actually get the movie made and make it look good and not have to worry about having a bad video camera and shitty actors. That'd probably be something I'd do. Josh, you told me that I guess I had my own question or own challenge or whatever to make a video talking about why I don't like Macs, or in this video. Since I don't want to make this video too extremely long, well, I haven't yet. I'm going to film it right now, and then I'll post it at the same time as this. But I'm just going to make a little separate account and post it on there, and you can get their link right here. If you click right there, that link will take you to the video. Alright. So Daniel, we missed you this week. Hope you had fun on your trip, and it's good to see you back, buddy. I'm pretty sure I speak for all of us when we say this week's video has to be double awesome. And before anyone else thinks I'm out to attack other people on this channel, that's not my goal with this at all. And Josh, I apologize. I did not remember, or I honestly don't think I knew at all that you didn't like water. And if I did, I probably would have thought of something else and just kind of mocked you in the friendliest way possible about it. I don't know. Kind of like I did in the beginning of this video. It's friendly. It's fun. There's no attack being made here. Alright, so I kind of hope people get off my back about that a little bit, because I think that some people are kind of, I don't know, it seems, I don't want to say it like this, but it almost seems like I'm being ganged up on's not the word. It almost seems like my words are being looked at as a way to negatively think about what I'm saying and what I'm asking of others, I guess. And that's not how I want this to be at all. So I hope that Scott, Daniel, Josh, hope you guys understand that. So that's all I'm saying, is that so far you guys have been really good friends, and how I've talked to you guys so far, I'm really loving this channel, and I'm really loving talking to you guys and getting to know you guys, and I hope that this just, you know, creates a bigger and better friendship between all of us. So cheers. Alright, so this clip is probably going to be really echoey because my computer freaked out and something's wrong right now, and I don't want to like shut it down and restart it, because I'm afraid that I like lose all my editing that I just did, even if I save it. So this clip is just to throw in my question, because I realized while editing I didn't ask one. My question for you guys is there a book, and if so, which book is it, that you have read multiple times? This doesn't necessarily have to be your favorite book, but most of the time that's the way it works out, is that it is your favorite book. Yeah, so which book have you read the most times? Mine personally would be The Hobbit, because I read it like 10 times before I hit 6th grade, and then by grade 9 I had probably read it about 20 times, and I don't know how many times I've read it since then, but yeah. There's a question. Daniel, I'll see you tomorrow. And in news that you guys may or may not care about, one of my biggest inspirations and one of my heroes, George Carlin, passed away yesterday at around 5-6 o'clock. I mean, it's devastating to hear when someone you really looked up to and someone you really respected passes, but I know his legacy will go on, and he'll be remembered as one of the biggest advocates for free speech and being able to say what you want without anyone else giving a fuck. So, in his memory, I really felt there's only one proper way to pay my respects to him, Shit, piss, fuck, cunt, cocksucker, motherfucker, tits. Rest in peace, man.